Rocking is going.
Oh. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and we're Aces. Hello, Real Estate Jerky Daily. That's my other one.
You don't even know what podcast you're doing.
Jeez, that's got to be a Monday.
It is a Monday.
This is one of those weeks where there's not a lot of news this week. All right,
Well,
so I'm going to go through what we have.
It's that Thanksgiving week, huh?
Well, everybody's like, "I'm taking it off." I'm not. I'm working. Monday, leading economic indicators, which I'll get into, and then we're waiting on the 20-year bond auction to see how well that does today. Tuesday is existing home sales, Fed minutes, which is usually on Wednesdays. And then on Wednesday is initial jobless claims, which is usually on Thursday but the market is closed on Thursday because of Thanksgiving.
What did you get fed?
Turkey. Friday market closes at 12 p.m. Eastern. So really nothing's going on Friday. Most people are Black Friday. But if you want to write an offer on a house, I can write that pre-approval for you. So give me a holler.
Yeah, because you might want to go out Friday.
Well, you know what? It's at that point. And I haven't got into all this stuff, but they're saying in October, more people, and that's what we'll see tomorrow, went and got pending home sales for October. So the question will be, how's November
going to be?
November. But I think we're at that tipping point, and that where if you haven't got into a home yet, you're going to be kicking yourself.
Right. Yeah, I agree. So guess what? Make just November and December very active. And it can be.
It will be. I mean, all right. So there's a few things. So this is when I say there's not a lot of news, that means I went and reached and tried to find a bunch of stuff. So NAR reported that 67% of home buyers purchased a home with the first agent that contacted them. So what does that mean?
Wow.
Be first to calling them.
Well, that's a key thing. We always say, answer your phone. I know there's a lot of robo-dialers out there and stuff like that, but answer your phone.
Yeah.
If you hear the click, just hang up.
Yeah, it's like, and when it says spam, it's an easy giveaway.
Yeah.
NAR also released a report showing life events that occurred each year and that cause a buyer to want or need to purchase a property. I could have came up with these myself. I'm sure you could have.
And haven't we been talking about that?
Yes, but what they did is they gave some numbers associated with it.
Oh, well,
so over the next 2 years, there will be 7 million newborn babies. 7 million. There will be 3 million marriages.
Okay.
And how many divorces do you think there'll be?
4 million.
1.5 million. So they just used the 50% rule.
Yeah.
Which who knows if that's correct. I'm sure during the pandemic it was like 70.
It's numbers.
Yeah. 70%.
It was 70%. It was after the pandemic that the 70% hit because they've had to file first.
So in the past, if you had a child, you'd more likely move up. They're thinking next year and the year after, more of those people will be moving up or have to get out of where they're at. Marriages is another reason to get a purchase. And then divorce, you don't have a choice. You have to separate your assets. Somebody has to buy somebody out.
Yeah.
And then that person has to go get something.
Yeah. Sorry, that's mine.
Huh?
That was mine. I had that before. Get out.
Oh,
I'm just divorcing.
Oh, I'm lost today. Sorry, I told you it's Monday.
Yeah.
So the question really is there hasn't been a lot of these. The things that we've seen the most recently is divorces and deaths, right? And then job transfers. We haven't really seen the marriage, and then now we got to buy a place, or now we got to set, that kind of stuff. But it's supposedly coming, and just be ready for that is all they're saying.
Well, we did have one earlier in the year. It was a marriage and a birth, and
was a birth first?
Nope, no.
They do it like my kids.
Yeah,
backwards.
No, they got married, and then right away they got pregnant, and I want to say 8.5 months later they bought their first home.
Wow!
And they love that place, and they're doing such amazing stuff to it on the inside and outside.
Cool. Well, thank you for letting people know that people are doing this.
Yeah.
The other thing they said for loan officers to get out there and, this is not from NAR, of course, this is just additional stuff I'm saying. Help your clients debt consolidate before they purchase the next thing to help them, alleviate some of that. Because if they pay off a lot of people will have a house and they're selling it, but they won't pay off their debt. They'll put all their money down on the next house, pay off the debt, and then put what's left over on the next house.
Gotcha. That'll give them a better rate, correct?
It will give them a better overall payment because their payment will be lower because, yes, their FICO score will be higher. They'll be able to get a better rate because their FICO score is higher.
Yeah.
But really, it's about my next payment's going to be $1,000 more potentially. And if I have, $2,000 in credit card debt, car loans, and everything else, and I can get rid of some of that, it will be easier move up for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's it. That's how bad. I told you it was a slow week.
Well, the weekend seemed to be pretty active. There was, you had the rains on Saturday, right?
Yes.
So you didn't see a lot of people out and about, but Sunday was so pretty. And I know that I was looking through, the IGs and the Facebooks, because you see a lot of agents are advertising their open houses through there.
And
there were a
TikTok,
ton of open
and on TikTok, and not as much, but there's a few on TikTok.
Yeah, I never think to look at TikTok, but that's because I'm 62. I'm so old.
You're just afraid of the Chinese getting on your phone.
I am. They're probably going to tell me something. That I don't want to do. But if they tell me to do it, I have to do it. But there were a lot of open houses this weekend. So I'm hoping and praying for those agents that held the houses open that it was very active for them and they were able to secure a purchase. That'd be cool.
Joanna Bassi. I haven't seen that name in a long time.
She's pretty damn awesome. Yes, she's a good girl.
She liked you.
She liked us.
She liked you. Everybody's watching on your page.
We don't see as many people in the office as a result of the pandemic. And every time she comes in, she's just a ray of sunshine and nice to see her in the office.
Very nice lady, actually.
Yeah. Well, and she's we've got a mutual buddy that is real good friends with Joanne.
Yeah, I know.
We call him Rickett.
I don't call him Rickett. You call him Rickett.
I love calling him
Rickett. Call him Ralph.
He always gives me this look like, shut up.
Yeah, but if you have, if you're doing, I want to say Common Core, but it's not Common Core. Your stuff. What's that software you guys have in your office?
Oh, KV Core.
Yeah, that
KV
nobody
Core.
uses.
That nobody knows how to use. I bet there's 3 people in my office that know how to use it.
Well, whoever's using it is going to kill it.
Yeah.
Especially with what I just said about people getting married, divorced, staying in contact with them right away, taking that phone call, getting that stuff. There's just so many. It's just a huge change and it makes a difference. Especially, doing one of the biggest problems most of us have is getting that a review at the end.
Oh,
right.
And you know what?
Where to put
it's
it.
as simple as just to ask.
I know,
and you know what I don't do
is do it.
I never ask.
But the issue is with that software, it's built in and it will automatically, you can set it up to have it ask them through text and email to do it.
Right.
And then it's automatically put on your Google page. And then it's automatically put on, if you have a website, it'll automatically go over because if you set it up right, it makes it so much easier. So I can't believe you guys don't use what you have where we have to pay for that. We don't use yours. We have a different name for ours.
Right. But it's the same basic
it's the same program. It's original program is high level.
Well, and
everybody white labels it to something else.
One of the fantastic things about being a RE/MAX agent is that is a value add. That is absolutely free utility for us to use. And the problem is we don't know what we don't know. And just the amount of time it takes for an agent to learn it, you're thinking I'm taking away my time from my business. Your business would increase if you took the time to do it. Because I know we all have downtime.
Yeah, that night when you're sitting there watching TV or doing something
or
else,
sleep in the chair,
or at some bar drinking.
What?
Where somebody's doing something.
You want to go for a drink?
No.
Oh, that's not what you said?
No, that's not what I said. I'm just saying, and if you spend an extra hour a night for the next 2 months until it gets busy again, you would have it down. Or what you could possibly do is your company could hire a trainer to come in and do training for the people who really want to use it.
We're actually working on that.
Yeah, and I would talk to you because Rickett he loves training, by the way.
Yeah, and that's who we're talking to.
Okay.
So
yeah, well, he can thank me later.
He's a hell of a guy, you know it?
Yes, I know.
We're so lucky to have him in Rotary.
Yes, we are, because it's making a huge difference in what we do.
It is.
Yeah,
I know some of the old people are just like, I don't like all this newfangled crap.
You're one of them, but
I'm one of them.
No, older guys.
Oh, I know. But there are actually, You know,
Yeah, but they really old
we're
ones,
aging out. They're
like,
really old ones. They're like
my what's that? I want to say click. What is that phone? Jitterbug. My jitterbug just don't get all that texting.
Do they still have jitterbugs?
I don't know.
I bet they don't. Wasn't that the phone with the really big ass numbers?
There's that, but there's also a cell phone for older people.
Yeah,
but you can also get that other company, Consumer Cellular.
Oh yeah,
That's for aging people.
Yeah. So's T-Mobile one. T-Mobile.
I don't know if it's for older people, but Consumer Cellular.
Well, I understand if you and that's something I have to look at is if I switch my AT&T thing over to T-Mobile, I'll probably save $150 a month. That would be a good thing to do.
I would just contact AT&T and tell them you're leaving, and in their department that they have where they keep you, they'll drop your prices.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Because I'm telling you, it's a huge difference.
Because
I went from Verizon to AT&T, and it was hundreds and hundreds of dollars cheaper.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just my take.
What do? Don't take care of your current clients. Take care of your new ones.
Take care of everybody.
Yeah.
And then one thing about that other software that you guys have, the the CRM,
the contact management.
Yeah, it's huge. And you guys, a lot of you just go off of, hey, I do well the way it is, but could you imagine how much better you would do as if you used it and actually you could triple your volume.
Yeah. Well, there's such a thing as fear of success too, because if you're successful and
you might have to pay more taxes,
you get to determine. Yeah, you definitely have to do that. You get to determine what your success is. But if you're successful and busy, you gotta
work.
Hump that nut every single
go to the
day.
bar for lunch all the time.
You can't have a 7-hour lunch. You have to actually work.
Everybody's like, "Well, I never see it." It's because I'm fucking. Excuse my language. I'm working.
Yeah,
I'm trying to set things up for the future because this slow time is a perfect year that we've been through opportunity to relook at all your systems, relook at everything you have, and what are you doing that's different because. When things change is when you see the issues.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What happened there? Why aren't we? Oh, that's the reason why. I constantly ask people when they call me, how did you find us? What you answered your phone.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing. Most agents and most loan officers, they don't answer the phone, and even companies. It's weird.
The other bad thing is it doesn't happen a lot, but it happens every now and again on AT&T. And that is I ran into a past client of mine at the gym the other day. And do we still call it the gym?
I don't know. What else do we call it?
I've been told by friends John. That you say the gym. You're so old.
What do you call it?
I don't know. The workout place. Anyway, and he says, "Why didn't you get back to me?" And I looked at him. I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Well, I called you about 3 days ago. Left you a voicemail." I said, "I am so sorry. I do not have a voicemail from you." He says,
"Turn off your phone and turn it back on."
Yeah. Right after he told me that, when I got done at the gym, I did that, but. It's not always 100%. It's not foolproof.
Mm-mm.
There are times when, the system glitches and you don't get a voicemail. It doesn't even show up as a missed call, So if you're somebody, if you're the public,
somebody,
if you're the public or even an agent and you call somebody and they don't return the call, call them again. And
I would just text them.
Because
text them. I mean, everybody's like, "Why don't you text me?"
Yeah,
because sometimes I have to actually hear the tones and inflections in your voice to know what the heck. Make sure you understand what I'm saying.
Well, and
I'm lonely,
and I'm lonely, and everybody has to understand. You read texts in your voice, so if you're pissed off that day, a text come across, you're going to read it with a pissed off voice, right. And it may not be intended to be that way.
Right. That's how I always read them.
Pissed off.
Yeah. You're fading in the background.
Maybe we should do a show where we just read texts and do it all in a pissed off voice.
There you go. Really nice holiday ones.
Yeah. Why can't I get this marketplace?
That's right. I just got in a fucking contract.
Yeah. That's not what I wrote. That's not how this works.
All right, everybody, make it a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Enjoy this Monday.
Yes, it's been a great weekend, and it's going to be a good day.
Yes.
All right, make it a great one. Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Peace out. Thank you, Ed.
All right, enjoy this, and if you're watching this, the best thing you can do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's Real Estate Jerky, Ed Parcaut, and we'll get Mike on that one.
Mike Kelly, Realtor.
Is that it?
Yeah.